I'm Rodwell. I'm a singer, songwriter, musician, guitarist. I'm currently working on my album Here We Are, which is going to be released later in the year. I've got some other projects working with Ashley McKenzie and Delerious.
Day to day, I live in the shadows. My head in my hand, thinking of you.
Originally, sort of, listening to what my mum and dad had, I suppose. It's just, I think, stuff like Glenn Campbell, Neil Diamond and The Shadows, that sort of thing. But I think what really sort of started to actually inspire me, I think it was what my brother was listening to, which was, he started listening to The Clash in the late 70s and early 80s, and The Jam and Madness and that sort of thing, and that sort of really got me going. And then it's a big sort of change when I was 18 and I started going to college, and going with some people that were listening to sort of lots of music that wasn't in the charts, lots of alternative indie music and sort of guitar-based music, and that's listening to all that and going to all these gigs and doing that sort of socially. It sort of got me into wanting to pick up a guitar, and that's when I did that. That's when I've been playing guitar since, and yeah, that was when I was about 18, about half a life ago, and I've just been strumming the little wooden thing ever since.
Your love, from here and now, it's just us.
I suppose it's been recently sort of emotional things that have been sort of going on with me over the last 6 months essentially, but there's kind of sort of bits of me from my entire life in it as well, because it's the first chance I've really had to sort of put a collection of music together, so I'm kind of incorporating bits of stuff that I've been playing and stuff ever since I started picking up the guitar, and other things like that. So it's kind of a big chunk of me. It's not just going to be like a year's worth of music, it's kind of like 15 years worth of music or something. It's all going to be in one chunk, I think. It's all going to come out in one big sexy blob.
Deep in love, feelings got me going crazy, my baby. So in love, deep in love.
I've never really sort of thought about collaborating with sort of big stars or anything. I don't know. I'd be happy just to sort of get together with some people I know locally. I'm not really sort of. I don't know. It's kind of a different world, the celebrity artist thing and all that. I'd like to get together with some people locally and and just sort of work from the bottom up and all that. I don't really think about sort of collaborating with sort of I might have sort of some heroes and that, but I've never really sort of thought about actually or imagined that I'd ever be playing with them or anything. So I don't know. Yeah, my peers. I think I'd be much happier playing with my peers.
Now that you're mine, my soul feels joy.
Yeah, we're forming a bit of a bond. It's we're getting sort of a little bit closer. We still like to play a lot more music and create a lot more music together. But yeah, we kind of missed each other over that Egypt thing. Obviously, it's a big gig, and I desperately wanted to go, but due to passport reasons, didn't get there in time. And I think Ashley missed me a bit out there. It was a bit strange not having our little group together when we were performing. But yeah, I think we've got a long way to go in sort of getting together and collaborating and that. But there's something, a little thing starting to grow, and it's nice being a part of it. Yeah, it's like a little plant.
In my life, and now our love has bloomed so beautifully.
We met. That was I was busking down Rochester High Street, trying to get myself back into sort of playing music again, and went busking for. I've been playing for about 20 minutes one day, and then Tony came along, and started asking me some questions and asking me if I'd ever heard of Ashley McKenzie from X Factor, and I had absolutely no idea whatsoever. I don't really do X Factor, not my sort of thing. And he said, well, would you like to play guitar for him? I thought, well, I can play guitar, that sounds like quite a good idea. And yeah, he got us together, and I learned to play Ashley's first single, Deep in Love, worked that out on the guitar, and then we've been doing that acoustically, and started working on the other songs we've been working on.
From here and now, it's just us.
Yeah, I definitely want to still keep playing with Ash, because in a way I kind of sort of owe him so much, but it's not just based on a debt thing. Obviously, like I say, I still think we've got a lot to create ourselves. I think there's still quite a bit in that. So I don't want to give that up, because it's kind of given me a lot of inspiration at the moment, so I think there is a long way to go with that still. Obviously I've got to focus on my own thing as well, but then hopefully I can get sort of Ash involved, you know, in that as well, so we can be doing some nice musical favours for each other. And yeah, I think and it's like a little family as well, so you know, it's, even if musically we sort of go in, we start doing separate things, I think we're still going to be sort of hanging around all the time together. So yeah, I think there's lots and lots left in that yet. Yeah, I think it is, you know, really just the seedlings of it, going back to the plant analogy. I've never made a plan in my entire life, and I find it difficult enough dealing with the present to cope with the future. So I really don't know. I think I'm going to be more guided than directing where it goes, and I'll just say yes or no. If I don't like it, I won't do it. But if it sounds like a good idea, then I say yes. That's kind of how I do things. I'm not very forceful by nature. This is Rodwell. 2009 is going to be a great year. Look out for me, look out for Delerious, look out for Ashley McKenzie. We're coming to you.